so today I'll be talking about homelessness. And how many of us have ever walked by like a homeless person, and like we don't have money or anything, so like we feel really bad. Alright, so there's many ways we could help out the homeless. And today I'll be talking about the definition, what it means to be homeless, the causes and effects, and what we can do to help out the homeless. Alright, so a homeless person is an individual without permanent housing, maybe live on the streets, in a car, mission, abandoned building. But today I'll be talking about the people that live like on the benches and on the streets. Alright, causes. Many people go homeless and broke because they spent all their money on drugs and alcohol, and they get addicted. So yeah, they end up living on the street. Many of them have mental illnesses or disorders, so they don't have enough money to pay their bills, their medical bills, so they end up living on the street. A lot of younger people, they run away from home because they get abused or things like that. Things are going on at home, so they end up running away. And there's not a lot of help out there for them, so they end up just living in the street and doing bad things. And also, there's no work opportunities because they don't have like new clothes or anywhere to live or take showers or be clean. So a lot of places don't hire them because of that. And effects, homeless people are more likely to commit crimes and do bad things because they have like nothing to lose, and being in the streets could make them go a bit insane or something. And they try drugs, and they bring in drugs that could end up in the wrong hands. They could sell to like kids, and they could also be like not even drugs that are actual drugs. They could be the things that they make, so it's even worse than like real drugs. So like people could die. Hunger. None of them have a steady like income, so they have nothing to eat, and they're 3 times more likely to commit suicide and die 30 years earlier than the normal average. And this one was from PRI.org, 2014, and this one was from USnews.com, 2016. Okay, what we could do to help? Almost more than half a million people in the U.S. are homeless, and 8% are veterans, 25 have mental illness, and 39% are under 18. And from that, 80% aged 12 to 21, they have tried drugs or they're addicted to that. And it's mostly because they have no help. Like they feel hopeless, and no one really tells them and guides them in the right path. So they feel like this is the only option for them. And what we could do to help is, there's actually, in Long Beach, there's a place called Long Beach Mission, I believe. And you could donate your old clothes or money or volunteer to help out distribute food and things like that. And also even just talking to homeless people. Sometimes I've talked to a couple of homeless people, and this one guy told me that the reason why he became homeless is because him and his family got in a car crash, and his family passed away, and he was disabled, and he couldn't pay his medical bills. So he had to go on the street, and then he ended up selling chocolates, and he was on a wheelchair. And yeah, it was just really sad, but helping out, donating your old clothes that you don't wear. Most people just throw them away or just leave them in the closet. So, if you don't wear them, just donate them. They need it more than like we do, instead of just having it there. I talked about what it means to be homeless, the causes and effects, and what we can do to help.